Welcome back to another episode on the Cornerstone SMP here at our beautiful new lake area, lake and jungle. And in between episodes I have spent a lot of time digging. Especially without a beacon, this has been quite a lot of rock to rip out. But I'm kind of enjoying stuff like that in between as well. Just kind of digging while watching YouTube or something like that. But I do need to call myself out because I am being very lazy. I kinda promised myself mentally for the season to be very creative when it comes to color palettes and building materials. I want to use blocks that I normally don't really use. I want the building palettes to be a little bit outrageous. No, no safe choices. But as I started trying to figure out this entry wall here, I just realized I've kind of gone back to the same thing again that I've used so many times now. The granite, the bricks, the terracotta, the jungle. And that's just a no-go because I will have regrets if I keep doing that. So I tried to be a bit more creative, and these are the color palettes that I want to use instead for the interior. Mainly we have the bamboo, which I have never built a single thing with, and then also mud bricks I have not used before, and so I try to make those kind of work and be interesting. And I think, the copper, that's of course a steampunk element, we can't do without that, and this is gonna be our gradient that makes it pop, right? And then this is gonna be the more neutral color scheme, and I think together this will be really interesting. But it does mean that I will have to do lots of resource gathering because I have no bamboo, I have no no mud bricks, I only have a little bit of warped wood. I do have a lot of copper, which is good. It's a start, but yeah, lots of resource gathering. And the first thing that I want to then build once I have the resources is the storage system. And as you see, I dug out a bunch of space here on this side because I feel like it just feels very natural if you walk into the base and do an immediate right turn and can access the storage. I'm gonna start ripping this stuff out because that is just... I'm not okay with that. Sadly, the time-lapse of my storage system got corrupted, but here it is. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I know it's definitely very busy, especially with all the item frames in, but I am pretty proud of how the color palettes turned out. I put in some acacia as well at the bottom bit, just to be a little cheeky, and because it also is more vibrant and has a really nice contrast with the turquoise up there. We are officially moved in. Not all of the chests have something designated to them yet, but quite a lot of them. And it's definitely nice to just feel like I have so much storage space now compared to before. I am also trying to figure out this corner, which is definitely a bit awkward. I hope I can maybe come up with something better for the ceiling, but that's just what it is right now. And then also this bit over here I need to figure out. You might wonder what all these item frames are for. I really want to do a big world map again, and this I have designated as the spot for it for now. I can't start doing that yet because this is all the iron that I have right now. So making those maps has to wait a little bit. These guys have been duplicating like crazy. I got rid of most of the beds I had in here because I think there's like 15 villages now, which is more than what I need, or want at least for now. And we did also recently have a lag busting session in Hobbiton because the server's been a bit laggy due to all the farms and things. So I want to be mindful. I do think that I am close to people, but I think while people are in the shopping district, this stuff is not actually running or loaded in. Well, nothing's running right now anyway, because I don't have any farms or anything yet, but I do want some villages, just for some basic stuff. And and that means I will also build a melon and pumpkin farm, but I will try to keep it small. And if it does cause issues, then I'll just get rid of it and figure out something else. But basically I want to have a row of villages in here, and that leads to 11 spots. So I think I'm gonna have 4 farmers, 3 librarians, 3 clerics, 4 redstone mostly. Oh, it's 10 spots, not 11. That's what happens when you can't count. I was gonna have 1 armorer as well. Well, maybe we just do 3 farmers for now then and see how that goes. If it's frustrating, I might just add more villages, but again, I want to keep it to a minimum, but I did kind of want to have 1 armorer mostly for bells, to be honest. And then I want to go back to the mud bricks, that kind of color scheme that we have over here. I want to be very mindful because this is busy. I know it'll be look a lot cleaner once the ceiling and floor and things are also more done, but I do want to make sure it's not too wild over all the space. You know, I want to have at least the same kind of color palette as this at the same level, if that makes sense, so that we have here brown again, and as you go up it goes over into the same colors as over there for consistency. Yeah, so that it's just not painful on your eyes. I think something like a villager setup and a pumpkin and melon farm does not make, at least a small one, does not make for a very fun time lapse. So I just did a quick cut and we're nowhere near finished yet, but all the like technical bits, or most of them, are. So we've... Oh, kitty. Oh, I want to get it. I've been collecting cats. Where's my fish? Oh, there she is. And is that called calico? I think so, right? I really like those kind of cats. Come here, come here. No! What? Don't be scared, I have fish. Oh. Okay, I did it. I dropped her in the water to buy her friendship. Oh, she's sitting. Come over here, I need guard cats at my door. Cause I don't have a door, it's just a hole. Good girl. Alright, what was I saying? Yeah, so I ended up moving these workstations out a bit so that it's kind of symmetrical with the storage, thinking about the future floor design. That should be helpful. And we've got all the villages in here. I've been doing a little bit of trading already. We got the glass trade here. I did get 1 mending villager, which I'm happy about. And then our clerics for redstone and our farmers. Here I got kind of unlucky because only this middle one buys pumpkin and melons and the other ones only buy melons, so you might have to do some replacing. And I do also have a zombie, but I'm scared of the zombifying because I feel like my village is always dying when I do that. So I've been procrastinating it. And then you can see here the 2 farms above are just funneling down here. We've got the pumpkins and we've got the melons. Yeah, of course, still lots of work to do. I want to put an autograph to there as well, but I don't want to right now. I'm gonna take a break from this because there's a different project, but also here in the base, that I am more excited about right now. Sometimes you just follow your heart, not your brain. You might remember Matt's base is off in that direction, pretty much like a straight shot north in the jungle as well. Yeah, so we've got a big hole, start of a big tunnel. What could this tunnel be for, you may ask? I know I'm using my elytra already. I was trying to hold out for longer with the walking and horse riding, but I gave up. I am weak, but some people are stronger. For example, Matt is refusing the elytra currently. Is riding his horse everywhere or walking. I think it'd be nice for people that don't use the elytra to have a little bit of a subway system. So we are starting with the subway between me and Matt's space, and then the plan is going to be connected up with the station at the shopping district as well, and then maybe also move out to other people's spaces. And this is not just going to be a little bit of a railway, you know, for the minecart and then some nice decorations around it. This is going to be an actual subway train. I promise it'll be sick. And this is, yeah, I'm very excited for this. We did lots of creative planning as well for it, and you know, have already been like making some plans for the logistics, the layout of the subway system, and I just want to get started on building because all I've really been able to do is dig in so far. And this is hopefully going to make a very nice time lapse, so enjoy.
Oh, wow. Whoa, look at that. This looks great. In Japan, they basically have it so that every time you're like in a subway station, it plays like a little chime or like birds or anything like that.
Do you want to
You could
install
set it up so it
some
does that.
note blocks? Oh, you want me to do it?
Whoa, wow. This is your subway station, so.
So I'm thinking, because, you know, I want to have a parallel line in the future on the other side. But I think it'd be nice if it, like, behind the station, if it, like, where the station ends over here, it combines into one, or, like, you know, there's still two tracks going next to each other, but it's all one tunnel, not two tunnels next to each other. So they kind of, like, swerve. This one swerves to the right, and the other one would swerve to the left a bit, and then we just have one main tunnel.
Yeah, no, I like the idea of that. I think it looks really great. You did a great job.
This took 2.5 hours to build, I think, which is definitely longer than I expected, and I think it's because of how detailed it is. I hope you can recognize that I incorporated parts of our color palette that we talked about before down here to kind of continue the base theme, as in the bamboo, the sandstone, the mud bricks, the spruce. But then, of course, there's a bunch of other different stuff as well. In the drain itself, you have, of course, slabs, stairs, full blocks, you have walls, you have like a single piece of iron gate, you have levers, you have chains, you have trapdoors, you have fence, you have lanterns, and then so many different kinds of blocks as well, right? Like you have copper, you have red sandstone, you have acacia, there's diorite, calcite, quartz, spruce, prismarine, deep slate, some blackstone down there, andesite on the tracks. It just, yeah, I felt like it just kept going. There were so many different shulkers of things. And then let's go up to the roof as well. So this is absolutely not my own build. As I said in the time lapse, check out. Oh gosh, yeah, not so easy to traverse here. Check out the link in the description to the original images that this is based on. but I definitely heavily adjusted the block choices. But yeah, then up here I added a candle as well. I feel like that's so cute, like the little flickering detail up there. But yeah, you see here like chains and rails and levers as well for details. And then inside we've got fancy mangrove seeds everywhere. And so here you can see kind of how the functional aspect of it would work. This is in the direction of the shopping district, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other end of the wagon towards Matt's, but you know, oh, no minecart in there. Oh, let's just get one, I want to show you. Even though it's gonna just take us into the wall. So we hop in and then, you know, we push off a little bit. It's no fancy system, but it takes us directly out of the wagon and onto the rails. And that was the like first basic idea of the subway system that we had. Just like this immersive feeling of you enter an actual drain. And then of course you can't take the actual drain to the destination, but this is like the closest we can get in vanilla, right? And then when you arrive in the station, you pop back out here. So imagine we come from the shopping district through a long tunnel that does not exist yet. And we make our way along the rails and pop back out in the drain, and then we can leave through the train station. And I think that's just really fun. And yeah, this is such a pretty drain. When we saw this image on Pinterest, we were like, this has to be it. But we are going to have different color variations of it. So this is our first train line, our first subway line, S1. And I also call it the orange line, and you can see here in the wall. That kind of symbolizes that and helps color coordinate it. So the one, you know, when we build the train station over at Matt's, there's gonna be another wagon of the same color. We are going to have a parallel line that starts over here, and this will be a different color. So for example, the blue line, right? And I'm also very happy because I've been wanting to find a way to use the chisel tough block, because that's our logo this season. And now I can actually use it a whole ton here in the tunnels. And I think it looks so neat. It's very like detailed, but I feel like it works so well with how simple the rest of the wall is. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot to like emphasize the orange line. And I added shrubbery down here. I feel like train tracks usually have very dark pebbles on the ground. And so I imitated that with basalt and cobalt deep slate. And of course also mixed in mud and dirt, because it's the subway, it's grimy. We've got some strange plants and shrubs down here. And lots of hidden lighting. You can see there's a torch. To just right away avoid torch spam, right, as you always should. Over here we also have the torches hidden away. And I think the lighting that we have right now is very nice. It's a little bit gloomy, which is what you want, but you can still see everything well, and there's no mob spawning. Up there we have the frog lights, which I'm debating if there should be a trapdoor or something on them, but I kind of feel like these actually look very good as they are as subway lights, ceiling lights. Yeah, and then since the last clip with Matt, I've already been doing a bunch more digging. So I kind of laid out the tracks here, you can see. And I want to test out if this makes sense the way that I laid them out by seeing how the rails would go. I'm gonna use some... oh gosh, I always fall into this hole. That's scary. Yeah, there's a giant cave below there, which has for one made it easier because it meant less digging, but also, you know, I've fallen down there quite a few times. Right, so my concern is that the rails might, let's actually go to the other one, they might touch the tracks, which I don't want, so I'm gonna mimic, yeah, see, this is where it gets difficult, because you have the rails going along here, oh, and then they have to do the swerve, and you can't just, you know, do something like this, really, so you would have to go like this, probably, which doesn't look as nice as I would like it. I'm not sure how to fix that issue though. I feel like it's always, if it's 3 wide, it's just always going to touch the tracks in some way. I don't know if we can avoid it. I don't know, if you have a really smart solution for this problem, then let me know, because right now my brain is empty. But, you know, we have, it's not the biggest deal because we have these spruce beams, and they're always where the andesite is, the cut andesite, and not the smooth stone slab. And so the way that I made this swerve, it's only touching the smooth stone here, the railway on the side you can see. So we would always have the space for the spruce beams between the andesite blocks, which is good. So not a huge issue, but I would prefer it if there was some like nice solution for this, but I can't see one right now. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave this for now as it is, the layout, and we'll just be digging more in that direction. To finish off the episode, I want to build an escalator in true subway fashion, because running up and down these little stairs here has been very annoying. So I'm gonna have one line going up the left. I think with a 3-block gap in between. You can probably just have a 1-block gap, but you can be generous with the space. And then on the other side we go back down. I have 14 powered rails. Might be enough. I'm just gonna make a couple more just in case. We don't want our escalator to be too slow. Here we go. 20 should be good. Okay, then let's activate all of these with some levers or levers. Let's test it out real quick, make sure the spacing is good. Oh, lag. Yeah, I think that's fine. Gosh, that's pretty bad lag, eh? But yeah, that takes us up and down quickly. Okay, now I just need to figure out a way to make it look good. I don't think I'll do like the whole walls and ceiling yet, that will probably wait, but at least like the bits around this. I'm gonna put stairs in the side for the people that don't enjoy taking escalators. There's always some of those that want to just run up and down instead. In real life, that is, maybe not in Minecraft. I don't know if people will prefer the escalator or the stairs here. And here we are, the working escalator is done. Besides ceilings and walls, but I added some greenery in the middle for decoration, and now we can easily just either run up these stairs or take the minecart to go up and down to the train station. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!